Fielding is given the all clear, and he is set to kick the ball off to get it started. Does so with the right foot. Puts in the air, and the Boilermakers will let that land for a touchback. Ryan Brown, sophomore from Clarkston, Michigan, completing 61% of his passes. Julian Sayin in a shotgun with Jackson next to him, and Sayin's going to throw. Cocks the arm and throws up the left side where it's caught by Max Clare. Gets to the 50 and knocked down at the Purdue 48 is Max Clare by safety Taj Rael. First down to the former Boilermaker. First down pickup presented by Kroger.
Noticed at practice this week that maybe they were intentionally getting the ball to number 86, Max Clare. Of course, he's coming back to play against his team that he was at for the last couple years.
Got next to him Antonio Harris, the tailback. And Brown's going to throw a quick screen out on the right side, and it's complete to Michael Jackson. Oh, big stick at the 12 as Jackson gets drilled by safety Caleb Downs on the right side of the field.
Yeah, he drilled a Penn State guy, Dinkins, last week, and almost had a targeting call.
Escaped it.
Yeah.
He escaped. It's 3rd and 2, Purdue at Ohio State's 22 here in a scoreless first quarter. Singleton in the shotgun, gets the snap, and he's going to take off running left side, but he's dropped right around the Ohio State 24 and then pushed backwards even further. First getting to that play for Ohio State was Edric Houston, defensive lineman, and linebacker Arvell Reese finished it off. It'll be 4th down and a field goal try.
Yeah, they lost a little bit of yards on that play, so they'll send their field goal kicker out to see if he can put it between the uprights. But great penetration there by number 96, Edric Houston, coming off one of his better games last week versus Penn State.
C.J. Donaldson in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sayin in a shotgun. And on 3rd down, Sayin back to throw. Shoots that up the left side, and it's caught by Brandon Innes, who's taken down at the Ohio State 40. Coming up the left side, Brandon Innes with a catch, stopped by defensive back Smiley Bradford, but it's enough for a Buckeye first down.
That was a nice fingertip catch there by Brandon Innes. The ball was a little bit high, but he was able to pull that down for his 19th reception of the season.
Resettles into a shotgun, fakes a handoff, tosses a quick pass out the right side. Now it's caught at the 50 by Jeremiah Smith, who was interfered with, but despite that, he makes the grab as the defensive back, Dari Hines, had a hold of him before the ball got there. You would think.
Pass interference, defense number 4. First down at the spot of the foul.
I'll tell you what, Jim, Jeremiah Smith living right. He caught that deflected pass for a touchdown last week, and he hangs on to that one while being violated.
Yeah, I mean, the balls can hit his hands a couple times, and he'll still find a way to pull it in.
He's pretty slick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really slick. Sayin eyeballs the defense, gets the snap from Hinsman, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right to throw. He looks, still holds, throws where it's caught by Jeremiah Smith at the Purdue 35. Taken down at the Purdue 33-yard line. Stopped by linebacker Charles Correa. First down, Jeremiah Smith on the catch. Tight ends on each side of the line. Snap to Julian Sayin, fakes the handoff. He'll lift a pass down the left seam toward the end zone for Smith. Caught it right around the 2 where he's knocked down at the 2-yard line. Covered closely by corner Hudari Hines. The Buckeyes in a Giant Eagle red zone, and another amazing catch by Jeremiah Smith. And the first quarter comes to an end. The Buckeyes will be looking at 1st and goal near the end zone. Timeout on the field. Purdue a 3-0 lead. This is Buckeye football from Learfield. Julian Sayin under center, Carson Hinsman. 2nd and goal, Buckeyes to the Purdue 1. Sayin gets the snap. Hands it Donaldson following the right guard, and he shoves the pile into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Donaldson with his 8th rushing touchdown of the season on a 1-yard lunge. And the Buckeyes have the lead 6-3 over Purdue.
Yeah, they got a little bit more push there behind the right guard, the center there, Tegra Shabola, Carson Hinsman, the center, and they were to get it into the end zone. But you're right, C.J. Donaldson did a lot of that on his own, the leg drive. Short touchdown, and as you said, 8 touchdowns now on the season.
And 9 total. 3rd and 8, Ohio State ball officially at their 13. 2 wide to the right for Sayin, who gets the snap out of the gun, drops back at his 4 to pass. He'll throw up the right side, and it's caught at the 23, and out of bounds goes Bryson Rogers around the Purdue 24-yard line, forced out by corner Hidari Hines. That's a first down pickup presented by Kroger. Jeremiah Smith goes wide to the left. Innes will motion wide to the right for Julian Sayin, who looks to throw. Sayin at his 21, now rolls to his left, throws on the run, caught by Jeremiah Smith, who steps out of bounds at the 36 on his own side of the field. He had a lot of cushion from defenders, but the catch gives the Ohio State a first down.
Had a little pass rush provided by number 91, C.J. Nunnally, forced him to throw out to his left towards the Ohio State sideline.
Tight end Christian motioning to the left. Give goes Isaiah West, turns a corner at the left side to the 40, 45, West to the 50, and taken out of bounds around the Purdue 47-yard line. Isaiah West got by safety Taj Rael, and he gives the Buckeyes a first down up the left side.
Yeah, good blocks on the left side. Austin Saravell, Luke Montgomery was able to free him and get to that linebacker depth. put some moves on and was able to escape to pick up that first down.
Sayin eyeballs the defense, gets the snap, screens it right side. Jeremiah Smith at the 50, races to the Purdue 40 and taken down to the Boilermaker 38-yard line by corner Hadari Hines. That's another Ohio State first down. And West in the backfield with quarterback Julian Sayin, who's going to throw. Sayin stops, looks, fires down the left seam toward the end zone. Smith with a catch for the touchdown. 35-yard strike through the air. Julian Sayin to Jeremiah Smith. Gives the Buckeyes their second TD of the day. And Ohio State has a 13-3 lead over Purdue.
Jeremiah Smith, 10th touchdown of the season in 9 ball games. That time, Julian Sayin rolled out to his left, bought a little extra time with that, allowed Jeremiah Smith to run through the corner and the safety and get open, and he put it right on the money into the end zone for a TD.
Tight end Earls motioning in close to the line. Brown back to throw, looks, throws, middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Comes down to the hands of Jermaine Matthews. Moves middle of the field to the Purdue 40. Gets to the Purdue 30-yard line where he's finally put down at the 30-yard line by lineman Hank Purvis. But Jermaine Matthews comes up with his second interception of the year. That ball may have been tipped to put it in play, and the Buckeyes get interception number 6 on the season.
And that's Ryan Brown's 8th interception on the year. So he's turned the ball over several times, and Ohio State benefits from that as Jermaine Matthews comes up with a big play.
He certainly does, as he did earlier this season, junior out of Winton Woods High School in Cincinnati. So the Buckeyes have a short field to work with, leading 14-3. Keenholtz, the front man in a pistol, with an offset eye to the right, Nate Roberts and C.J. Donaldson. 3rd and goal, Ohio State at the Purdue 3. Lincoln Keenholtz takes the snap, and he's going to run behind blockers. Keenholtz knifes into the end zone for a touchdown on a 3-yard run by Lincoln Keenholtz. That is his second rushing touchdown of the year. So Ohio State's backup quarterback comes in, and it's 20-13 on his scoring run. 20-3, Buckeyes leading Purdue.
And they also brought in Ethan Oniawa, number 78, used his 335-pound frame to help push a little bit there near the goal line. He gets a good block to that right side, and Lincoln Keenholtz does a good job of extending his body into the end zone.
We've seen Keenholtz come in a few gadget plays like that one, but this one results in 6 points. Wide right, Smith wide left. Claire into the line right, Sayin back to throw. Julian Sayin at his 24. Sayin looking, rolling to the right, gets to the 30. Sayin's going to scoot up to his own 40-yard line. To the 45, where he is forced out of bounds before any contact occurs with safety Taj Rael. And that'll be another first down for Ohio State. 3 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Sayin's going to fling it. Sets up at the Purdue 48, tosses out on the right side. Caught Smith, knocked out of bounds at the Purdue 31 on the right side by Grimes, the corner. So that eats up a little bit of that yardage with 8 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, right into 31-32, and they're going to send the field goal kicker in.
Yes, they are. Jaden Fielding. Now the senior from League City, Texas. Fielding. So a 49-yard field goal try for Jaden Fielding. Furman ready. Furman snaps. McGuire puts it down. Fielding with a kick for a 49-yard field goal in the air toward the uprights. And that one is good for a career-long 49-yard field goal for Jaden Fielding. And with 3 seconds remaining in the half, Ohio State now has a 24-3 lead over Purdue. And he motions wide to the left. Brandon Ennis is wide to the right. And Julian Sayin's going to throw maybe to one of them as he sets his feet. Now Sayin will toss it out on the right side to Bo Jackson, who gets his way to the Purdue 43 before he is taken down. And that should be a first down. That stop gets made by corner Tony Grimes, and the chains will move. It's 3rd and 5. Ohio State at Purdue's 38. Julian Sayin looks to pass, shoots out up the middle of the field where it's caught by Bryson Rogers. Gets to the Purdue 20 where he is taken down at the Purdue 20 by linebacker Manny Powell, but Bryson Rogers with a catch that gives the Buckeyes the first down and gets them in the Giant Eagle red zone. 3 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. On 3rd down, Sayin gets the snap. Sets up to pass inside the Purdue 30, shoots out up the middle of the field where it's caught. Brandon Ennis taken down at the Purdue 8-yard line, so Brandon Ennis eats up some of that yards. Finally stopped by corner Tony Grimes, but it's a first down.
Needed 11. He got 11 and a half. They'll go ahead and move the chains, and this will be a first and goal situation.
2 wide to the left, single flanker to the right for quarterback Ryan Brown. He's got Antonio Harris next to him in the backfield. Low snap at the give to Harris, and Harris dropped for a loss at the 39-yard line. Caden McDonald once again, and they're wreaking havoc. He makes that tackle at the Purdue 39.
Tackle for loss. So now it's 4th and 3, I'm thinking. Yep. Yeah, they got 4th and 2, but it looks like 3 to me.
And it's looking like they're going to momentarily leave the offense on the field.
I don't blame them.
With 4:19 and counting third quarter. Donaldson to the backfield to the right of quarterback Julian Sayin on 2nd and long. Sayin receives the snap, drops behind his own 10 to throw. He looks, throws up the right side where it's caught by Jeremiah Smith at the 35, taken to the Purdue 40, gains the first down on that grab before finally linebacker Alex Sanford stops Jeremiah Smith, who makes the catch in advancement to move the sticks.
Catch number 10.
Ooh.
Carnell Tate's not there. He goes, I'll eat a little bit more at this table.
And he's feeding well.
Yes.
1:37 and counting third quarter. Buckeyes got out of a 2nd and long. They're looking at 1st and 10 now at their own 40-yard line. And to give to West, coming left side. West at his own 40, 45-yard line. Fights with defenders, and a pile moves to the 50. It'll move inside the 50 and go down at the Purdue 48-yard line as Isaiah West would not be denied. Down there pushing away Ian Jeffries, lineman, but another. Did they move?
Yep.
They moved the chains, first down.
Yep, that final push by the offensive line and the rest of the guys pushed West across that first down marker.
Sayin under center. Julian Sayin eyeballs the defense, barks out the call, and Sayin fakes the handoff, sets up to throw. Quickly tosses, and it's caught by Graham moving right side of the Purdue 30. And Graham's going to be dropped at the 29 of the Boilermakers as he made that grab. And finally, he was stopped by Llewellyn, the defensive back. But Mylan Graham out of the state of Indiana makes the catch.
That's his first catch of the ball game. Jeremiah Smith has a career high. It was 9, now it's 10.
Julian Sayin gets the snap out of the shotgun and hands it off Isaiah West, running left side to the Purdue 10. Middle of the field to the 5, and he's to the 15 to take it down at the 14-yard line. Isaiah West started wide to the left, came back to the middle of the field, and finally was cut down as Purdue's Carson Dean stopped him, and the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
A lot of depth here at running back for Ohio State. They play 4 different guys each and every game. Bo Jackson, C.J. Donaldson, James Peoples, and Isaiah West there.
Furlman in position. Snaps it. McGuire puts it down. Fielding's kick for a 45-yard field goal in the air, and that ball sails through the uprights to put 3 more on the board to make it 27-3. Ohio State leading Purdue. 3-receiver package for Ohio State. And now Jackson motions out of the backfield. Sayin looking to throw, sails that up the left side where it's caught by Max Clare just past the 50. He goes out of bounds where he was covered closely, and the officials are going to mark that ball at the Purdue, looks like 45-yard line. The coverage was Tony Grimes' corner, but it's a first down pickup presented by Kroger. Jelani Thurman, one of 3 receivers off the line to the right. Give goes to Jackson, sweeping left side behind a block. Gets to the Purdue 40 to the 35. Down the sideline, out of bounds around the 30-yard line before he was finally forced out. And Sayin is going to give it to Jackson, sweeping left side. Turns a corner to the Purdue 30. Gets to the Purdue 20-yard line before he is finally knocked down there. And making the play for Purdue was Taj Rael, safety. So it'll be 3rd and goal at the Purdue 1. High formation behind Sayin. Hands it for Donaldson into the end zone for the 2nd time today for a touchdown. C.J. Donaldson, he hits the end zone before C.J. Nunnally can stop him, and it's 33-3 Ohio State.
Well, excellent drive by Ohio State, putting together, mixing up the passes with the runs. A lot of runs on this drive. And as we were talking about earlier, they're starting to get it in chunks. C.J. Donaldson, we had a 1st and goal at the 10. Got a couple carries once we got it to the 5 and put it in the end zone on the 3rd down and short.
Keenholtz in the middle of an offset eye gets the snap, hands to Peoples, running over left guard, and Peoples is going to be dropped at the 32-yard line by Winston Berglund, who's in at linebacker, but that'll end the business day at Ross-Ade Stadium as Ohio State stays perfect, going to 9-0 and 6-0 in Big Ten play, defeating Purdue 34-10. That's the final score. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.